These videos I want to talk about one person that has huge impact on my life, which is my father. He's the most self-centered person that I've known in my life. His personalities and also the way he deals with his life and also the way that he deals with his families has made who I am. The older I grow, and then the more I'm aware of myself, like why I think this ways and why I'm self-centered and why I have the ego minds and why I'm consistently looking for attentions and need acceptance. And I think the environment plays, my father and the environments that I grew up plays very important roles. Like if you are self-centered, I think just be aware, and it will have a huge impact on your families and on the person, on your relationship, and also your kids. It's very important. I mean, maybe if you are self-centered, you don't listen to anybody, especially these videos. But from what I found out, that if you are self-centered, then you will give very hard time to your kids when he's young. Whenever I feel lacking of confidence, then I believe it's all because when I was young and when I was a child, my father always paid attention to himself. He wanted all the recognitions, and he never give you recognitions. He never encourage you, and he never pay attention to you. And it's all himself. In an environment like this, make me always want attentions and recognitions, and also want to unconscious to win my father's acceptance. So that I'm always want more, and I always want working hard, and also do a lot of self-improvements because I don't love myself, because I never actually get his attentions. Grow older, I feel like it's not making any sense living under his shadows. It's time to be myself, and it's time to explore, and also not just not living by his values, and something that maybe in his world, like money means success, and also you have to working hard, and you have to work for your families, and so he will proud of you. And it's all about himself. Like I think self-centered is if you're self-centered parents, it's going to be like huge impact. It's just going to be bad for your kids, especially like for example, like myself. If people don't pay attention to me, if when I was a child or when I was teenagers, and then that's just something that I'm always feel lacking of. Whenever I want something, whenever I desire something, the ultimate reason is because I want people's attentions. Also, it's all because I'm lacking of when I was teenagers and when I was grew up in my families, because my father never paid attention to me. Actually, a lot of times I don't work in for myself. I find it very difficult time to enjoy the process and to enjoy myself, and always chasing for results, and also always doing something wrong, like begging for my father's recognitions and acceptance. I did something right, and I was not satisfied because that's not good enough in his eyes. Also my grandmother's, and also very very self-centered and selfish as well. And she also always criticized my father's, and that's why like my father want all people's attentions. So he always want like be the center of the environment. Some of my grandmothers never pay attention to my father's, so that's why my father always has that ego minds, always want to be the center of the circles, and they never actually give people acceptance, and never listen to anybody. And then when he's in the families, he's always want all the focus on himself. So, and if you talk something, he never listen. He just want like you listen to him. He just want like my mother's attentions and my attentions, and people say something good about him, then he will feel satisfied. And if you get something improvements, or if you doing some things, he never pay attention to you. He never pay attention, and he never give you praise. Like it's all because of my grandmothers, and he's pushed very hard on my father's. This is why, and he feel insecure, and that's why he always want attentions. And then I feel, and then it actually has that butterfly effect, and it keep sending to the next generations and send to me. And the only thing that I can do is have the self-awareness. Okay, this is the things that I want to change, and so that will stop pass to the next generations. And otherwise, just will always keep in a bad loops if you just living unconscious. If I have that conscious mind, then I can stop it. Then I can stop pass to my next generations, or I can choose never want to have a kids. So because if somebody is self-centered, is going to have bad impacts on people's near you's, families, and also in the companies and the people you deal with on a daily basis. And you will be selfish, and also you just don't pay attention to people, and it's all on you. And no matter what you're trying to achieve, the bigger impact, then the more relationship you have and the bigger impact you have, then the worse it becomes. Especially if you are lucky, maybe you get rich because of luck, then you will be like 10 times or 100 times of that self-centered personalities, and then that just hurt more people. Think about it. If you are like a person that's self-centered, and then you are running 1,000 companies and you're creating products, and that just will hurting employees and also hurting the customers you serve. So I'm a self-centered. I'm be honest with myself. So that's why I want to. If I want to live the best version of myself, I want to pay attention to others, to stay out of my comfort zones. It's not just about myself. If I want to feel truly fulfillment and love, then I should start paying attention to others. I should stop my generations. My father is him. I don't want to live like him. I maybe don't like him, but I choose not to hate him. I choose going forward, and I choose to live with myself. Maybe in his values, he doesn't like me, but it's okay. It's all myself. So if I choose to love myself, then I can live in the best version of myself. I can live in a new personalities, not self-centered. Maybe in his perspective, I'm weak, and also I'm not competitive, and I'm not blah blah. So I'm not good enough, or I'm not in his levels when at his age, right? So, but I choose to live my own ways. I don't want to live like him, and also make hurting the people that especially near me, right? So give some attention, enough others, and treat people like how I want to be treated. So I think that's the very good advice for me. And also hopefully if you're aware that you have that self-centered personalities, and then you can try some meditations and try writing journals. Then you can whenever you're aware of that ego mind, then you are there's something you can change. Maybe start with a little habits, and then just little behaviors, and then it's time to change. You don't have to live in your father's shadows, and you already good enough. So that's something that I keep saying to myself. Okay, thanks for watching. I see you in the next videos. Bye bye.